Alcohol guidelines and the risks involved. The recommended guidelines are no more than 14 units of alcohol a week. This is for men and women. I know the studies used to be different, saying men could have more than women, but now recently they've changed that and said that it should be the same for both. So the short-term effects of alcohol is known to cause blackouts. So like them nights where you wake up next morning and you can't remember anything that happened that night. That would be what a blackout is. Uh, Alcohol makes you very dehydrated. So to combat this, you have a glass of water before drinking and have a couple glasses after you finish drinking. This will minimise the risks of short-term effects of drinking alcohol. Going over the limit can also lead to disorientated hearing and vision for short term as well. So this is like all what is known as being drunk. Alcohol is a depressant, which means the more alcohol you drink, the more likely you are to start feeling down, because drinking a lot at once can harm your brain and therefore lead to depression long term and short term. So like that night you can be feeling depressed, and then over a long term you can start to feel depressed as well. And the more you drink, the more intense this feeling might come, and the more regularly as well. When you drink too much, you're more likely to make bad decisions or act on an impulse. So to try and avoid all this, try having someone responsible with you that's not drinking at all or not drinking as much, someone that you can trust. To stay safe, make sure not to go over the recommended limit. However, if you do go over that limit, like on a night out or something, make sure it's not very often, as this is where the dangers really start to appear. And this is when we're moving on to the long-term effects. So research shows that drinking large amounts of alcohol can greatly increase the risk of having a stroke. This is because alcohol contributes to a number of medical conditions that are risk factors for stroke, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and liver damage. Drinking excessive amounts of alcohol can trigger atrial fibrillation, a type of irregular heartbeat. This increases your risk of a stroke by 5 times, because it can cause blood clots to form in the heart. If these clots move up into the brain,